just got to ask you. I never talked to you before, but just growing up, obviously you watched a lot of All-Star games. Who were some of your favorite baseball players growing up?
Definitely favorite baseball players. Probably Derek Jeter was one of them for sure. That I watched often. I really liked the Yankees growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, obviously. So, yeah, Jeter was probably one of the biggest ones.
So I do this question called like Mount Rushmore. It's on the spot. But you being a first baseman and a former outfielder, I need you to put 2 first basemen and 2 outfielders on your Mount Rushmore. Who would that be?
Oh, outfield. Probably Barry Bonds, left field. Man, who would be another one? I'll go first base, I guess. Let's see. I don't know. You put me on the spot. You got me. Barry Bonds in all 4, I guess.
I like that. And last question, you've been a part of a lot of All-Star games. Who are you most excited to have a conversation with that you never talked to?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of guys, whenever you're able to play in the All-Star game, it's a lot of fun to just be around, guys that you're not around all the time. And it'll be a lot of fun to be out there and enjoy, the next 2 days.
Appreciate you.
Cool.
Bryce, every year, how do you find, I guess, maybe a new or a different way to make sure you appreciate this opportunity?
Yeah, just doing it every year, or trying to do it every year, trying to get here and be around the guys and be around the team. That's what it's all about. Having fun, enjoying it, and taking it all in. Having gratitude for that moment, having gratitude for the whole time you're here, and it's always fun for obviously the fans and stuff, but it's fun for us as well, and we enjoy it the best we can.
Franchise record number of All-Stars for you guys. The Rangers returned a big number into a big year last year. What does it say about the season you all had and kind of the expectations going forward being a little big one for you guys?
Yeah, definitely we've had a pretty dang good first half. We've enjoyed some success and we've enjoyed some ups and downs as well as a team. Injuries and things like that. Gotten past those and had that next man up mentality. And I think when you have a good team, you have depth, and we have a lot of depth pieces as well from AAA that came up and did their job, and just a lot of fun as a group from the top down. It's been really fun, and having the owner that we do, and John Middleton, understanding what he wants and the success that he wants. Also Dave Dombrowski and Sam Fold and Tomper, all the way from the top down. It's been really fun this year thus far, and we look forward to a great second half.
Bryce, you talked a little bit about what playing in the Olympics would mean to you in 2028. Do you watch the Olympics?
Yeah, love the Olympics.
What's your favorite non-baseball sport?
Swimming.
Yeah.
Like in the Summer Olympics, I love swimming. Obviously, when I was growing up, Michael Phelps, right? Like that was in the heart of it and the thick of it. And then, non-baseball, I love snowboarding in the Olympics, half pipe. It's one of the best. So, yeah, I definitely going to turn that on this summer.
That would have to be a CBA thing. I think if you started negotiating, I don't know, is that a priority for you? Is that something you're actually going to try to make happen?
I hope. It's something that you want to grow the game, right? Why not grow it at the peak of it? The Olympics is something that's an incredible thing. Growing up and playing, Junior Olympics, right? Putting the nation's colors on your chest, there's nothing like it. There's no greater feeling going into another country, winning and hearing your anthem blast. So I'm hoping, we can get something done. Obviously, it's tough logistically, but it would be a lot of fun to be able to get baseball there and have the best players there doing it and representing their country.
Have you actually started talking to someone about it?
I mentioned it to Rob, just kind of on the fly, but I don't know. I think we talk about growing the game, right? That's the biggest thing. And if you can grow the game in the Olympics and be part of that, there's something that is to be said about that. So it'd be fun.
Piggybacking off the Olympics question, who do you want taking the last shot for Team USA basketball?
Man, that's that's a big question. Jason Tatum, probably because he's a champion. Him or Edwards. Okay. Probably those two guys.
And so, Steph and LeBron finally getting to play together. Who's one MLB player you'd love to be teammates with that you haven't been yet?
Oh, teammates. Trying to think who I don't want to face anymore on the pitcher's mound. Man. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You got to come back to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thanks, Frank.
Let's talk about food for a little bit, man. King of Philly, what's a go-to spot for you in Philly?
If I'm staying cheesesteaks and pizza, I'm gonna go Angelo's. Angelo's is probably my favorite.
What about when you slick your hair back and throw the blazer on, you and your lady out in the town? Where you going for dinner?
I like Double Knot. I like Double Knot a lot. It's a good spot.
Do you consider yourself a foodie?
I like food a lot. Yes.
What do you eat in pre, during, and post game?
During the game, a lot of mango, organic mango. Yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the Major League still?
That's just our team favorite. In my little ice chest, I got mango, kiwi, and some other things. Our team takes care of us, so it's very good. Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to. A lot of us, and then after the game, me and my wife, we like family dinner. So anything I can get home and eat with her at any point, I'll do whatever. So.
Okay. So you got a cooler full of mangoes in the dugout.
Yep.
Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Mangoes are safe.
Mangoes are safe.
My dog. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bryce, this is TV Tokyo,
Oh.
so you're gonna play with Shohei tomorrow. But which means you guys are playing in the same league regular season. How does it affect you?
What do you affect me?
Yes.
In what way?
In the same league regular season, you guys are rival?
Yeah, I mean it'll be a lot of fun. You know, it's fun to be able to play with a lot of guys that are around here, and I'm looking forward to having a conversation with him and everybody else as well.
What's the most surprising thing or personality you've ever seen from Shohei so far this season?
Surprising
Surprising play?
Yeah, I mean he's had a tremendous career. So there's a lot of things that he does on the baseball field that are really cool, and I think he's a very good player.
Bryce, how much have you been
Yep.
able to follow Paul Skeens at all? I guess, what do you think about it?
Yeah, man, he's a stud. It's pretty cool to see. I mean, the way he kind of went through college baseball last year as well, being the #1 pick, winning the national championship at LSU, going through the minors, doing what he did down there, and then now having the year that he is, and now he's starting the All-Star game. So pretty cool year for him to date. I think just an amazing talent. It's 102 with the splinter that he throws, and just really, really good talent.
What makes that so challenging?
I don't know. I haven't faced it yet, right? So I'm not really sure. The last guy I kind of saw like that was Strauss. He had that heater and that changeup that was really good. And then he kind of commanded other pitches as well, and you see that with Skeens as well. So just a really good talent.
Bryce, just any advice to Ron for Home Run Derby? And you guys got a lot of Phillies that are here. How are you going to help rally around him?
Yeah, I hope he enjoys it. I think that's the biggest thing, just trying to enjoy it. Go out there. I hope he surprises some people. I think he doesn't probably have the best odds, I'd imagine, just because there's a lot of guys in there that have a lot of homers and stuff. But I'm looking forward to, seeing him do it tonight.
2018, when you won the Derby, Bobby Witt won the high school Derby. Do you remember that at all? Like, what are your recollections of that?
Yeah, so he came in the clubhouse. I gave him a bat, some batting gloves. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool. What an amazing talent he is as well. One of the best shortstops in the game right now. I love watching him play. He plays it hard. He's got that dirtbag mentality. Goes out there, does his job, and he's just a professional too. So we were talking about it on the plane yesterday, and him and Gunnar, man, could be like the two guys that are in this game for the next 15 years. And I remember the first time I was in the All-Star game, and Chipper Jones and all those guys were in it, and it's a really cool thing. I mean, seeing the game kind of transition into a different phase.
How does that make you feel, like, looking back, right? Because you came up at such a young age. I mean, you're not old, obviously.
Yeah.
Yet, but, like, when you kind of look at the younger generation, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the game's going to be in good hands, especially with guys like that. Bobby Witt, Gunnar, I would say Juan Soto as well. Just the accumulation of guys, and just a lot of young studs coming up, man. It's a lot of fun. A lot of young shortstops too. A lot of young middle of the guys, shortstop, center field, that kind of talent. So
Like, the picture of you and Bobby that he posted from 2018, like, he looks like he's 12. Right? Like, and now he's here next year.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I said hi to him this morning, man. I told him congrats. I mean, I love seeing people have success in all walks of life, right? Baseball is such a hard game, so when guys come up, you don't know what they go through, or what they're doing, or how they're going through it, and then they get to this moment, they get to be here and be part of this, there's nothing like it. So I wish the best for every guy possible to have an opportunity to play here and play for a long time.
Is there a guy that you would take if there was a guy here that has a special talent or special tool? Is there anything or any one thing that you could point to? If somebody granted you a magic wand, that you would make that your own?
Trey Turner speed.
How about a slide?
A slide? I like his slide. Yeah.
Have you tried to teach you that, or have you ever, how does he do that?
I don't know. He's smooth with it, though. It's good.
Have you ever snubbed growing up as an all-star?
Snubbed?
Yeah, like at Little League.
I never played Little League.
No?
Yeah.
So no all-star teams growing up, and you thought, man, I should have been there and wasn't?
Not too much, no. No, sir.
Just any guys that you played with, the younger guys that you played with. What were some of those teams like, some of the guys that you played with and around? Did you ever think that this would all be happening for all you guys like this?
I mean, my USA teams I played for, we had a lot of great players, from Corey Hahn to Manny Machado to Jameson Tyone, Kevin Gossman. I mean, that team we had when we were 18, Nick Castellanos. I mean, we were pretty deadly force as a team. So a lot of those guys, we kind of felt that. I mean, Robbie Ray was part of that pitching staff. Carson Whitson, I don't know if you remember that name, got drafted by San Diego, went to Florida. He was part of that pitching staff as well. That's when Jameson punched out 18 against Cuba and won us the gold medal. So a lot of really good talent on that team. So I think we all had those aspirations to kind of be great and get to these moments.
Hey, Bryce, since you helped out the kid with
Hold on.
Tension around you and Strasburg as prospects coming up. It feels like there's only increased sense that the younger players seem to be getting more opportunities. Is that, do you feel like that's actually the case? Do you feel like MLB is doing a good job marketing all the young stars?
I think it kind of depends on what team you're on. If you go through the minors quick, or if they like to hold you back and want you to play, each level, right? And some guys can do it, some guys can't. It's part of that. So, some teams can and some teams don't. So, I don't know. I think it kind of just depends, where you're at, where the organization is, how they feel their window's going to be. And so I think it just depends on the team.
As far as also marketing commercials, are those sort of promotional opportunities, do you feel like the game is focusing more on the younger stars?
Yeah, I think anytime you're able to kind of get that demographic of player, right? Being able to kind of grow the game in that aspect. I mean, people want to see, Ellie De La Cruz run and, get on base and run as fast as they can. They love the oven mitts and all that kind of stuff. I think when you're able to find players that can kind of bring that younger generation into the game, it's huge. I think MLB and a lot of players that are coming up now are doing a really good job of that.
You've always seemed like you've kind of enjoyed that side of it, the entertainment side of it, right? Is that just how you've always kind of been wired? I mean, did you see it as a responsibility, even as a young player, to help kind of get younger people interested in the game by showing emotion and doing those things?
Yeah, I mean, I think more now it's all the cleats, it's the bats, the batting gloves, the arm sleeves, the bands, everything. The headbands are big now. I think those are the things they like to see, right? They like to see the speed and the power of other players as well. So I think they draw to those, the colors, the multicolor stuff, stuff that doesn't match your uniform or whatever it is. I think they pull from that. So I think being able to kind of bring that to my game and do those things. I mean, my debut in 12, I actually used a gray bat, and I got in trouble, But that was kind of like the little start of hey, how can I do this? How far can I go to the line and not cross over or anything like that? So I think MLB's done a great job of kind of doing that as well, letting guys kind of do their thing and what they wear and how they do it. So it's been good.
So you must like the fact that I think your last All-Star game, everybody still wore their uniforms, right?
I like the uniform though, because that's what I grew up watching. Yeah, I like the uniform in the game because that's what I grew up seeing, and I think that's one thing that's really cool to see everybody on the field wearing their own stuff. I love that. And the day before, obviously, you had the National League stuff, but I think that's one thing. If we could change back to that, I think that would be really cool.
That said, do you have all the stuff, the cleats, the arm guard, and all that stuff?
I got it all. Yeah, got it all. Yeah, I'm excited.
Bryce, over here, down here, sorry. Hey, since you did such an amazing thing with that kid for the prom, have you been besieged with marriage proposal asks and all kinds of anniversary things, anything out of that like that?
No, not at all.
No?
No.
Bryce, your team has clearly knocked on the door to win a championship in the last 2 years, and if anything, you kind of look even better this year. Do you feel at all like a team of destiny right now that this is your time?
I think we're a team that just really wants to win, you know, and I think we have the demeanor, we have, you know, the guys to do that. Obviously, baseball, everybody knows how the game works, right? Anybody that gets hot or anything that goes, anything can happen, and I think people saw that last year as well. So I think we just have to keep being ourselves, playing our game, understanding that with Rob Thompson, I mean, he does such a good job of kind of just mellowing everybody out and just, hey, go play your game, things are going to happen, and, you know, this is what we're going to do. I think we have a really good, you know, next man up mentality. We have a lot of good veteran guys in the clubhouse as well that we have a lot of fun with. You know, it's a very fun clubhouse. Obviously, John Middleton and David Dombrowski, they do a great job of bringing the guys in that we need. And everybody knows Dave, man. You know, anything can happen. So.
Do you expect something to happen this month because of that? And if so, do you have an area of need?
No, I mean, that's Dave, man. That's all what he, you know, thinks. He does such a good job of that, and he never brings anybody in our clubhouse that isn't the right fit or the right mold. And I think he does a good job of kind of asking Trey or Schwarber or myself or JT what he think or what we think. But he does such a good job of, you know, the things that he needs to do to make our team better.
Bryce, if you had to pick a player from another sport, who do you think would have the best chance to win a home run derby?
Another player from another sport. Man, I'm trying to think of a football player that played baseball. I don't know. I'm not sure. Who's the guy that got drafted by the Cowboys? And Drew Henson? Yeah, I'll take Henson.
And otherwise, can you think of something sort of funny or silly you've been heckled during your career? Anything come to mind?
Not too much funny stuff, man. It's all usually pretty serious stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Bryce, what do you think last year?
Sorry.
What do you think about this new talent coming up, like Ellie De La Cruz, you know, Bobby Witt Jr., Henderson? What do you think about these guys?
Yeah, very good players, man. It's a lot of fun to watch. Seeing Ellie kind of do it on a nightly basis, Bobby Witt as well, Gunner. You know, just the way they kind of go about it, the way they play, they have fun with it, they enjoy it. So just a lot of fun to see.
You know, we have a league in Dubai playing baseball called Baseball United. Do you hear about that?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
What do you think about that? You know, Beltre, Pujols, Mariano Rivera, Ronald Acuña, they're investing in this league. What do you think about that? If that's something that you might be look into in the future.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't seen it too much, so I'm not really sure.
Do you think that can help grow up the game over there for those little kids?
I think anytime you're able to put our game in a different country or on a different continent, obviously, you know, being able to have an international game is something that's huge. So, yeah, I mean, anytime you're able to get it in other places, I'm all for that.
Who's your pick for the home run derby tonight?
Alec Boehm. Let's go get him.
Thank you.
Bryce, you had said last year when they talked about putting a team in Las Vegas, you hoped it'd be an expansion team. And now that it looks like it's not going to be that way, are people at home talking about this, excited? Not cautious? I don't know.
I haven't really talked to anybody about it too much. I mean, everybody's so locked in on the Golden Knights, you know. Obviously, you know, like I said last year, it's a tough thing to see the A's kind of go away from Oakland. You know, it's something, they have so much tradition and history there. And so to see if they end up going to Vegas or whoever goes to Vegas, I would imagine it just, I don't imagine it being the A's, right? Like it's something, you see the green and the yellow and the white cleats, and you remember, you know, Eric Chavez and all those guys that played up there, Barry Zito, Mulder, Huddy, the staffs they had, the teams that they had. Just, I don't know, I see it up in Oakland. I don't see it in Vegas.
Do you think it's going to work in Vegas?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Bryce, yesterday,
we have a country player, Mundo Sosa.
Yep.
How do you say about Mundo? You know, he's a teammate and a fun guy, as a great man.
Yep.
So how do you say about Mundo?
Yeah, I love Sos, man. He's a lot of fun to be around. Great player, good demeanor every day. Just always happy, ready to go. Yeah, just a really, really good individual.
You can say please hi to Panama people. They are a lot of fun with the family. We have another player, Carlos Ruiz, win a World Series with the Phillies. You say that the people in Panama follow a lot of the Phillies.
I'm sorry.
you can say, just say hi to people in Panama follow
Okay.
about Phillies.
Okay. Hey, everybody in Panama. This is Bryce Harper. Let's go Phillies.
Hi, Bryce. Yesterday I was on the crucial game. In those cases, those one that scored Rafi Velasquez, I asked him, who's your role model? And he said Bryce Harper. How does it make you feel?
Crawford? Who said that?
Rafi Velasquez.
Okay.
So, how does it make you feel like those kids that are growing up, seeing you playing, you are a role model for them?
Yeah, just got to keep playing the game hard, playing it the right way, right? A lot of people are watching, and really good players, a lot of young players in the game now. So just want to do it the right way. You know, hopefully they see me playing the game the right way, and they see, you know, how they do it in professional sports. So hopefully that can help them.
Who's Bryce Harper role model?
Excuse me?
Who's your role model?
My dad always has been, ever since I was younger. He's always been my guy. He's worked his butt off every single day, and hard work ethic, the way he kind of went about it, the way he provided for our family as well. But yeah, my dad.
Who do you got tonight for the game?
Alec Boehm. Let's go get him.
Bryce, you have Shohei as a teammate this time around the All-Star game. Have you ever swapped hitting talk with him? And is there something you would like to ask him about? There seem to be some similarities.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to just obviously be around a lot of guys and be around Shohei, obviously. His swing is very similar, I guess you could say. I'm trying to put it. You know, the toe tap, things like that. The way he comes up and, yeah, I mean, just hands, everything. I mean, just the way he kind of goes through the baseball and stuff like that. If there was one thing I'd probably ask him, oh, man. I don't know. I'm not what kind of bat model do you use, I guess, you know?
So you can steal it?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think obviously he's a great player. You know, a lot of fun to see him do what he does. And he's just a tremendous talent in the game. But there's so many guys here as well that kind of have that same demeanor, you know.
Bryce, it's not Shohei related question, but I'm asking who's the best of the best? Like, to you, who is the most impressive player among all these All-Star players? Who's the strongest? Who's the best player?
Here or just the game?
In a game, but mostly like All-Star players are like here. So you can pick one player.
I would still say Mike Trout. I still think when he's healthy, I mean, it's so special to watch. You know, obviously Aaron Judge, what he's doing this year, incredible. Shohei, Trey Turner. I mean, just the game is in such good hands, older and younger as well. Gunnar Henderson, Bobby Witt. I mean, it's just the game is in such a remarkable place for talent.
If you pick one best player in this season, who would that be? And
right now,
player? Yes.
Aaron Judge.
Why is that?
His numbers, it's incredible. I mean, it's the best first half I've ever seen as an individual player.
And actually, Judge picked to you.
What's
same
up?
question. Judge picked to you. The same question. What do you
That's
think?
my guy. That's my guy.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Bryce, we're on Top's got a pack of cards for you.
Oh,
And
cool.
a couple baseball card questions for you.
All right, sweet.
So the first question is...
Can we open these right now?
Do it.
Okay.
Yep. What do you think...
Ripping packs, right? That's what they call it?
That's what they call it. You learned that from Strom?
Yeah.
What do you think the most expensive, the sale price was on the most expensive Bryce Harper card ever sold?
Nothing like Ty Cobb.
Might be closer than you think.
I don't know. 100 grand?
The correct answer is $432,000.
All right.
Do you have anything you want to say to the person who bought that card?
I hope it goes up.
You were recently on a card with Shane Gillis. You know that?
Yep. I haven't seen the card, but I know who he is.
You think you'll be buying any of that card?
I don't know. I'm not really a card collector. I don't really collect cards or anything. I know Stromer does.
Yeah, there's
so
a few guys in the clubhouse
they do.
that do. What's
I
that
think
like?
Strom, Bomer now. Strom gets everybody on it. I think Trey bought a good pack the other day. Bryson, I think, he's on it a little bit. Maybe Hoffman.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
growing.
yeah, I mean, you get Strom in your clubhouse, it's gonna it's gonna go a
So
little
you're
bit.
going to be in the minority if you're
Yeah, exactly.
Next question is, what's the strangest thing anyone has asked you to sign?
Strangest thing, man. I signed a hood of a car at a grocery store.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And if you would collect cards of anybody at All-Star Weekend here, who would you collect?
Oh man. Probably Judge. Yeah.
Last question, any good cards in that pack that you got?
World Series champ Evaldi.
There you go.
That's a good one. Mason Wynn, he's a stud. Chirino,
rookie
same
too,
thing.
Chirino rookie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, both rookie cards.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, 3 rookie cards. Colt Keith too.
Well, I'll be like Strom and evangelize for the hobby for a second. There's the start of your collection. Have a good one, Bryce.
Thank you.
Bryce, do you see Pete Alonso as kind of a, I don't know if iconic's the right word, but identifiable with the Mets?
Oh, for sure.
As kind of the face of that team.
When you think about the Mets, I think about Pete. I have for the last couple of years. I think he's, a great talent of power. There's not many guys that have power like Pete, I would say. Just the way he kind of approaches the batter's box and how he hits through the baseball and things like that. And watching him in the East, we play him a lot. So kind of seeing his at-bats, the way he kind of goes about it. He's a dang good player.
Do you gain more appreciation for the fact he's been able to do it for the Mets? I mean, not the easiest place to play.
No, I mean,
for a lot of different reasons.
I think people, when people go into free agency or anything like that, they, teams, and I think they should kind of look at that, right? Like he does it for a fan base and a team like the Mets in New York City. Same thing with the Yankees. Same thing with Philly, Chicago. I mean, you look at like just bigger markets and organizations, and it's tough. I don't think people realize kind of how tough that is. But he's been able to do that, and he's been that guy. Yeah.
Bryce, any special outfit for tomorrow night?
We'll see. See what happens.
It's a surprise.
I feel like it always is for me. So we'll see.
The best Dominican player have you played with?
Best Dominican player I've played with. Man, don't put me on the spot about that right now. Oh my gosh.
It's not that easy?
No. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh man.
You need a little help?
I don't need help. I got a boatload in my head right now. I'm just trying to think.
You can pick three.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure. Thank you.
We're Japanese.
You good?
We're Japanese TV called TVSI. It's a great honor to talk to you, sir. You've had a great season so far.
Thank you.
My question is, obviously to a lot of players, it's very challenging to balance hitting for average and hitting for home runs. Now, how do you manage to maintain high performance in both of the areas?
A little skill, a little luck too. I think you always got to have that. Obviously, there's times where you're gonna, go good and bad. There's times where you're gonna go through a streak and you're gonna play really well, and there's times where you're not. But I think walking at a high rate too, I think that helps a lot. Instead of going 0 for 4 with nothing, you go 0 for 2 with 2 walks, and the next day you're 1 for 2 with 2 walks or something like that. So I think that helps. But yeah, I mean, a little luck, a little skill.
Right. Same light, I want to ask you about Shohei Ohtani, who's now playing in the same league as yours. What are your thoughts on him in terms of his performance?
Yeah, very good player. He has been the last couple of years. Ever since he's been over here, it's been a lot of fun to watch. Just the way he kind of goes about it, the way he understands what he needs to do on a daily basis, his swing, his approach, everything. Just a lot of fun.
Is it any different than last year when he was with the Angels? Do you see any difference this year, or?
He's having a great year again, right? I don't really see too much different. I think obviously he's on a winning team and a winning culture, a winning organization like the Dodgers, so that always helps. So.
Hey Bryce.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey Bryce, whiz or without?
Oh, whiz wit.
Yeah,
Got to every time, man.
Yeah. Onions without?
I'll go onions, yeah.
All right, cool. I'm from Philly, man.
Sick.
Good luck, dude.
Thanks, man.
Bryce, are you looking forward to playing behind Paul for the first inning tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be fun, man. He's had a great year of life, I would say. From now and from him winning a World Series at LSU and him being that player, first overall pick, just everything, kind of what he's done, in the minor leagues, get drafted, do what he does. You can tell he works hard. The work ethic's there. The way he goes about it. I don't know. I love the demeanor too. It's just fun to watch.
You guys each had your own journeys, but you can relate to it a little bit, right? The first overall pick. How impressive is that, given your journey, to see what he's done so quickly here?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Steven Strasburg, man. Just kind of the way that he went about it, went through it. Just the whole demeanor. I mean, the heater with the splinker that he throws or changeup that he throws. Throws a lot of stuff for strikes too, which you don't see a lot. Super polished for a young guy like that. think obviously it helps him that he went to Air Force too, so he's got that, that hard mentality of doing things the right way, understanding what he needs to do, what he needs to get done. Obviously, I haven't faced him yet, but just a really cool thing to see.
Hoping to get a scouting report before you face him next week? Or?
No, I mean he's gonna be what he is, right? So obviously I'm gonna face him hopefully for the next 10, 15 years of our careers. So it'd be cool.
MLB The Show. We're trying to reach the younger audience, as you're really good at.
Oh, sure.
With your celebrations on doubles and things like that. So if we were to add these new attributes to the game, what would you rate yourself from 1 to 99? The first one being drip.
All my stuff is factory made, so I would say 99.
All right. What about Riz?
Yeah. Brandon Marsh is probably a 99. I'm probably not that.
What about him?
Him? Like being him?
Yeah.
I'd say 99.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
Appreciate it.
Bryce, I guess your favorite part of All-Star? This is old hat for you now.
No, it'll be different this time. I being able to bring my kids on the field would be pretty cool during the Derby and things like that. That'll be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to enjoying that with them for the first time. Obviously, being around all the players that we are, that'll be really cool also. But yeah, just trying to enjoy that with my kids will be very cool.
Will that bring it kind of full circle from your memories of watching All-Star League as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny because me, Trey, Hoff, Stromer, a lot of us, we have kids now, so we grew up not with that, right? But you watch All-Star games on TV and you see them at the Derby and all that kind of stuff. So being able to kind of bring my kids up and do this, I'm really, really excited.
Does it kind of turn you into the rest of the people that'll be here, like fans, and just trying to enjoy the show as much as possible?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Bomer do what he does, man. I think people probably don't think he has the greatest opportunity to win this thing because of the guys that are in it. But we see it on a daily basis, so we're excited to see what he can do.
Any side bets on tonight? Or is that hush hush?
Can't bet, man. Can't do it.
Not in Texas.
No, not on baseball. Not allowed.
Bryce Harper is an ambassador for the game from Atlanta. When you see a guy like Acuna go down, you feel for him for what he does, obviously on the field, but how he embraces just what everything is top sport is.
Yeah, man. He, first time he did it when you guys were in, I think, Miami. I reached out to him and told him I hope he got through it as quick as possible. And I don't care who you play for, or who you are, what you do. I want you to have success. I want you to be the greatest player in the world, and he can be that guy. I know Atlanta knows that. I know that team knows that. I know that he has a great group of guys over there too that have a lot of fun, and I hope they keep him in high spirits and things like that, because I couldn't imagine a second one as well. So I hope him all the best, and I want him back in this game because the game's a better place when he's leading off for the Atlanta Braves.
I want to ask about another Venezuelan player that unfortunately is not here, but Ranger. How special it's been to see him go every 5 days and do his thing.
It's been incredible. I love Ranger Suarez, man. He's so much fun to be around. Not just every fifth day, but every other day as well, man. He works his tail off. He understands what he needs to do. Just the way he's kind of pitched all year long for us, every fifth day going out there. From him to Nola to Wills to Sanchi, I mean, just our whole pitching staff. It's been so much fun to watch. It's been fun to see them kind of bounce off each other as well, ideas and things like that. When you have that, there's nothing that can come between your team and things like that, or your pitching staff. So it's been a lot of fun.
And to look to your right and see whenever you start again at home and Trey, familiar faces there.
Yeah.
Cool is that good?
It'd be awesome seeing them on the other side of the infield. I see them every day, so being able to kind of share this moment with them, share Bomer's first one with them, really, really cool.
And one last one, Alvarado coming in, no matter if it's the 7th, the 8th, or 9th. How good you guys feel when he comes up?
You said Albie?
Albie.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, anytime you got a guy that throws 101 sinkers out of the bullpen, he's got that demeanor, he's got the dog in him too. And the thing is, he's nothing like he is on the mound, right? Like, he's such a dog on the mound. But when he goes on the mound, he's just a big old little kid, man, that loves the game and loves his teammates and stuff. So just a lot of fun to watch.
Would you like to be able to challenge balls and strikes?
Excuse me?
Would you like to be able to challenge balls and strikes?
I think if it's done the right way, I enjoy the human aspect of the game. I do, obviously. But I think if it's done the right way, I think it can help.
limited, maybe like once or twice a game or something?
I think it just has to be done the right way. I don't know how that could be, but yeah, I mean, I think it would help. I think it would help on both sides as well. I think also though, I think the one thing I think, if you're a really good umpire, I think you should get paid more, and that you should umpire more than one game a week, like behind the plate.
Okay.
Or
so like
you know,
a grading system with the
yes.
ABS and then.
Yeah, I mean, even if we don't have the challenge system, if the better umpires are around the plate all the time, then I think it's better for baseball in the game.
Good idea.
So,
thanks.
Bryce,
cool.
So, actually, Shohei just talked about the Olympics. Actually, he wants to compete. How important do kind of voices come out?
Yeah, I think that's going to help. You know, I think that's a good voice to listen to. Obviously, I think it'd be great for the game internationally. And seeing guys play for their country and represent their country would be really cool.
So maybe you gotta have a chance to talk to. I mean, this is also a player right here. Talk about, hey, we should do together to compete in 2000 Olympics. I mean, right now, yeah, and maybe said no. How important to get together and then bring back?
I think if the main goal in Major League Baseball and the main goal in as a whole is to grow the game, I don't think there's a greater platform in the world than the Olympics to grow the game. So I think that's the biggest thing is where can you grow the game the most? And it's the Olympics on an international stage.
Obviously, so much about the All-Star game is tuning in to see like all the guys from the teams. Phillies fans get to see you and Trey hitting back-to-back. Yankees fans get to see Juan and Aaron hitting back-to-back. How special is that in a sense to combine the idea of the, just mix and match with your guys in a sense in the regular spots almost?
You're talking about here, like
yeah.
No, it's awesome. I mean, being able to I think Trey's hitting 3 tomorrow. Yeah. I'm hitting 4. That's what he told me. So yeah, it's going to be cool to be able to sit there and watch him, do what he does every single day. And same thing with Bomer. I mean, it's a lot of fun to have the guys that we do throughout the year and kind of sharing this moment with Strom for the first time and Hoffman for the first time and Bomer for the first time. A lot of first-time All-Stars, in the game now, and second-time All-Stars as well. And just being able to share these moments is really cool.
Part of the joy of the All-Star game is obviously there's so many different journeys here in a sense. I mean, you have guys who saw through the minors for 10, 12 years, and you have Paul Skeens started, who is, a special part of the game is that everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own story of how they get here.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about this game. Nobody knows kind of what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. I root for everybody though, because this game in sports and even professional or life, like things get so hard, right? People don't understand what goes on, in the dark or anything like that. They don't understand the hard work or the moment in any walks of life. And so I root for everybody to have success because everybody works hard to get to where they are. And so to see Paul Skeens do what he's doing right now and understanding that from, Air Force to LSU transfer to number 1 pick to minor leagues and then now pitching in an All-Star game, starting in an All-Star game. Just an incredible moment for him, his family, and everybody around.
Not to age you, but obviously it's a while ago since you were drafted, but like a week like this when obviously this is happening, but also the draft is going. Does your mind ever go back there in a sense to kind of that process and kind of those experiences of going through the draft and everything?
Not too much. I like where I'm at now than I did back then, man. I really enjoy being a Philadelphia Philly and living in that moment. Obviously, I have gratitude for those moments before, but the gratitude that I feel now, being a Philadelphia Philly and playing for this organization, is better than anything I've ever felt before. Yeah.
Bryce, if you could take one sneaker and turn it into a cleat that's not already a sneaker cleat, which one would it be?
I like mine, man.
Yeah.
I like my stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I probably just go with my stuff because I enjoy my cleats and being part of that process and seeing that. So.
Any colorway that you haven't had that you think that you'd like to have?
I like a lot of minimalistic, kind of just monotone, I guess. I really do like the tans and kind of stuff like that. I think it's super clean. So
you get a lot of those boat green colors.
Yeah, I have the green for the Fanatic, and I got some stuff going tomorrow that'll be really cool. I have my Wawa pair that I've worn this year, which is brown and yellow and red. But yeah, I feel like kind of the game being able to kind of do different stuff now and not have to stay spot on to red, white, and blue for the Phillies has been really good. So but having it all factory made and not painted is like the coolest part.
If you weren't playing baseball, what would you be doing?
Man, what would I be doing? My mom worked in law for 30 years, so I'd probably be a lawyer. So,
Bryce
yeah.
Harper, the lawyer.
I'd like that. Yeah, that or a firefighter.
Is there
Yeah.
a way to make the home run derby more attractive? You were really good when you were in Washington. The judge was really good when he was in it. Is there a way to make it more attractive? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I watched the home run derby with high school kids, and they used the aluminum bats, and they were popping them out like crazy. I can't even imagine what would happen. Is the aluminum bat theory crazy, or would that be interesting?
Oof. I don't think you could have fans in the outfield or kids on the outfield if there's no way. Yeah.
The kids, would they survive the stands?
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, Aaron Judge hitting a ball at 140 miles an hour off an aluminum bat, like it'd be tough. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe if you did like 5 outs with an aluminum at the end, maybe you could do it. But I don't know. It'd be tough.
Is there a way to get people to do, I mean, is it the swing, the worry of the injury? They're real factors, but maybe another day off to give these guys preparation or something to do?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, Pete's done it a lot, right? I think having young guys doing it, this time around would be a lot of fun with a couple other guys as well. But I don't know. I mean, skills competitions, that stuff's kind of cool too, I don't know. Not really sure.
You think Aaron Judge would hit the ball 140 miles?
I think Aaron Judge would hit the ball the hardest it's ever been hit. What's the old school? What was it, Sports Science or whatever it was, like on ESPN back in the day? They blew up like watermelons and stuff or whatever. I think that'd be crazy. You get a DeMarini voodoo in his hand from like 2009 or 2009. It'd be it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Hi, Bryce. How do you feel about the All-Star game? And are there any players to want to see or
Yeah, I mean, I love being at the All-Star game. It's a lot of fun being around, different players and guys that you're not around all the time. Obviously, there's a lot of great players here on NL and AL teams. So yeah, I mean, just having a conversation with everybody around, getting to know everybody, and just hanging out. Be fun.
Bryce, you first.
Go ahead, you're good.
as a team leader, what are you doing to lead your team during this successful team?
I think we got a lot of really good leaders on our team. I think we all, kind of come together, and we don't care where you're from, who you are, what you do, how old you are, whatever. We want you on our team. We want you part of our family, and I don't care if you have 1 day in the big leagues or 15 years in the big leagues. Like, if you're there, you're part of our family, you're part of our group, and I think that's one thing that our team is really heavy on. Cool.
Bryce, your face mask for your lot. What makes him so special?
Yeah, man. He just really good player, really good pitcher. Every 5th day going out there, he's got that really good sinker, really good changeup. He reminds me the way he kind of pitches a lot of Cole Hamels when I first came up. Seeing him, throw 95, 96, then throw that changeup off of it, off that sinker, has that big curveball first, to start it. But just a really good individual player. I mean, Atlanta pitching, man, it's been that way for a minute. Just the way they kind of approach it, and Cranny does such a great job over there with their pitching staff. So just a really good player, really good pitcher.
Bryce, quick question for you. Which of your teammates do you think would be most likely to win the Hunger Games, and why?
JT.
Why?
Dang it. Stromer might too. No, I'm sad. Start it over. All right.
Bryce, which of your teammates do you think would be most likely to win the Hunger Games, and why?
I'm going to go with Strom because he's got it. I don't know why, but he's got it. He does.
Popular pick. 4 out of 6. I'm good.
Have you talked
How's
to
it going?
Shohei Ohtani?
I have not.
We got to go, guys. A couple years ago, he likes your body hitting ball. What do you think of it?
What do I think about his hitting?
So yeah.
I love his swing. The way he kind of goes through the ball and hits the ball. It's impressive. Very impressive.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Good.
TikTok account.
Thank you.
When are you going to become a full-time TikToker?
I don't know. We'll see.
Ever?
I don't know. Maybe.